little rest.
Very well. Let's carry on later.
So, can you give me some of the oranberries? Hey, Raven.
Raven? Nuri thinks that the seer's creatures were wicked fairies. How come he's got such a strong relation to fairies?
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Does he plan to make her a wicked fairy as well?
Possibly.
Do you see the flower box at the dwarf's house up there?
I see him.
There are womberries in there. Can you fly up there and get me some?
Do you need a healing remedy? Are you injured?
No, but they are great for wounds. We should be prepared for all possibilities on our journey.
All right, then.
Always tell the truth. Always tell the truth. That's a lot. Thanks. So we put womberries in the tin box.
Maybe I can mix my own Bluebeard tonic. I'll have to squeeze the berries somehow.
Lid
Now all I have to do is squeeze the berries.
with the drumstick. That's not hard.
How do I fill it? Good old Garatian Bluebeard dye. Can you make use of this Garatian beard tonic? I'll give it to you for some information.
Let's see it. Garetian? I guess this will have to make do until I can get my hands on the real stuff again. So, what do you want to know?
Oh, my rash in my face is getting better. What the fuck? If you count every freaking piece of possible stuff to a spell, you have to ask for the set stars, the daytime, the closing, depending on the caster class, the mood, your condition, the different effects of weather and location, the possibility of standing on a magic note, and your own skills. I am quite sad that it wasn't like that in the games. It was just about the skills. It's not, hey, you are wearing fancy clothes. You can't cast Plumbumbarum.
When did the fairy scholar pass through here?
That must have been a month ago. Wanted to stay the winter in the blood barrier. I called him crazy. All his imp had for me was a dirty laugh.
Where exactly has the scholar gone?
He babbled something about a cave to the north of a big orc statue, near a red lake. He couldn't wait to get there. His imp had made a mess of my whole shop.
What is an imp doing with a fairy scholar?
How the hell should I know? That was an unholy, uninhibited, nasty little imp. Ugly and mean. My shop still reeks of his foul mouth.
Let me...
How do we get to this cave?
First you travel north, through the Screech Owl Forest, or better yet, past Bloodthorn Hollow. Oh, never mind. I'll show you on the map.
Why, thank you, Master Dwarf.
Aww.
I'll
Okay,
leave you to it then.
So I now need to sell him my horse for 1 ducat. Or ducat, like they say. We Germans kinda like
Sir
our
Knight
longer
Rathling.
vowels.
What is it, my boy?
So we say ducat and not ducat. Took off the hour.
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth more than half a ducat. And that would be the deal of your life, my boy. So do we have a deal?
No, we need 1 ducat.
Well, my offer still stands.
I guess we'll have to move on without any gear, Nuri.
But I thought we couldn't go on without.
To venture into the blood barrier with insufficient means, that would be foolish.
But we don't have any money, and you refuse to give us enough for the horse.
Bah!
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
She's looking quite all right, so why would she need help from me?
The knight is right. We can't proceed further into the wild with nothing in our bags. I guess we're stranded for now.
No problem. I like it here. What are those trees over there?
If you feel all right,
Such a
my girl,
dolt.
everything is just fine.
She was such a
But I
fucking
can't
dolt,
stand to
Louis.
see fair maidens suffer.
I guess you'll have to look the other way then.
If we don't move along soon, the dark creatures will catch up with us.
I didn't think they were very dark. They were mainly sad.
They killed Isidore, and they almost got us too.
I thought they were a little bit like me.
No, I'm sure they weren't. I wonder what your friends at home are doing at the moment.
Why?
Well, they're all alone now, and they surely miss you.
All alone? Miss Greenbelt, we have to go back and fetch them.
No, we can't go back now. Do you want to run directly into the creature's claws? We have to find the fairy scholar. He will help us, and then we can fetch Mrs. Greenbald and the rest.
Miss Greenbelt.
Oh, Miss Greenbelt.
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
Oh my.
What's wrong with her?
She's sad that we can't go on.
What can I do for you, Nuri?
Miss Greenbelt.
How can I help?
Please help us out with 1 ducat, good Sir Knight. Half a ducat for the horse and half a ducat to make Nuri smile again.
I think you've got me, my boy. No gold in the world is spent in vain if it makes beauty smile again. Here you go.
I thank you, good knight.
So we can travel soon?
Yes,
And Miss Greenbelt won't have to wait much longer.
Yes, that's the spirit, my girl. Say, don't you want to stay with me after all?
not on your life.
Power. Hey lady, I want to do things to you. Yay, I got a ducat. Ducat. I still say ducat.
What do you
Ducat.
want?
I want to buy all this stuff I need. I have a ducat.
Here's the money for the gear.
Wonderful. Here's your stuff. It's exceptional quality. Good value, too.
I sure hope so, dwarf.
I'll give you some advice for free. When you go into the blood barrier, you'd better not burden yourself with too much stuff. You'll feel every ounce in your bones up in the mountains.
Yes, I know that. I'll leave you to it then.
Well, in the games, an orc cast summon the devil,
Come on, Nuri. Let's move on.
but he
Come
also had a
along, Raven.
Borbarat worm in his brain, so that kinda, I guess, gave him the ability to do that. No idea if you actually watched my Dark Eye trilogy thingies.
The blood barrier. Most impassable of all mountain ranges. What in the name of all 12 gods had made the fairy scholar come here?
Wi-Fi.
There wasn't a single danger that didn't lurk here.
No! Nuri! Stop falling down chasms. I didn't and I never will. Oh, he hates my Dark Eye Let's Play. Wait, I'm pretty sure you did.
Into what kind of barren land had he brought Nuri? The orcs called these mountains Gravish's Claws. And of all the black furs, the most horrible tribe called this its home. They took their captured prisoners to the caves of Orakar and hunted them to death. That's what was said of the bloodthirsty Zolochai. and the path led straight through their camp.
Demon off damage. Yeah. For some enemies I needed special weapons and, well, magic.
Shh! Nuri! Come over here into the shadows. They can't see us here. That's a whole camp of orcs. If they find us, we're dead.
Raven!
Go on, report. And craw a little less loudly, if you will.
The Red Lake is behind this ridge, but the orcs are everywhere. They are here to perform a ritual. It will take days for them to finish it and leave.
No Red Lake, then?
Nonsense. We haven't journeyed through the blood barrier for days just to turn back now.
You want to save the fairy, yet you risk her death. I thought Nuri could trust you. But you're doing exactly what Gwynling asked you to.
Don't worry, Raven. Garen knows exactly what to do. Don't you, Garen?
Of course I do. I'll get you to the fairy scholar in one piece. This can't be true. The orcs will rip us apart.
You'd better hurry.
Ushai orkas droshak nach tairach groch roik haku skor izrak.
Yeah, whatever.
Is this a human skull?
Oh,
Oh, great.
A
A pile of rubbish. I never meant to rummage through the rubbish of some orcs. And to top it off, the effort didn't even yield anything.
An orc pony, oh.
The pony is shivering under its matted mane. It looks so neglected.
Oh, poor pony. Can I repair the skull?
Now it sounds loud and hollow if I knock against the skull cap.
Good.
Ogra.
They sound very German.
The rock is bleeding colour. There are cracks in a segment of that rock, but I can't break that off with my bare hands.
Can destroy it.
No time to experiment.
Hit it with the
No time for such things.
flintstone and tinder blanket. That's
I'm out of ideas.
I can do anything with rock.
I can't reach it. Plus, the orcs would detect me. Perhaps he's looking for his lower jaw. What are the orcs doing with a bracelet? Must be the spoils of war. Shields. Are they preparing for a campaign? I don't really want to know what's cooking.
Well, let's talk with the orcs. Hi, orcs.
We'll have to watch our every step, or we'll be the next to sizzle over the fire.
Raven, can
Say.
you help me?
We'll deal with them, won't we?
There are dozens of them. You don't even have a sword.
Raven, you distract them. And Nuri? Do you know how to perform a death spell?
No,
Sleeping spell?
no.
We'll deal with them anyway.
Death spell. Nuri just waits death upon them. With Mrs. Gimbleberry or however she's called.
Is there a different way?
There is a good lane to fly through over there.
I meant for the three of us.
No, I'm sorry. The only way is through the orcs' camp.
Can't you fly us over there? I'm sorry I was cross with you again. I know you only mean the best with your warnings, but we have to reach that explorer at the Red Lake.
Apology accepted.
Didn't you want to say something too?
Yes.
Yes?
Don't make our situation any worse.
Do you see that jawbone at the pole?
Yes.